Hello. I hope you are all doing well. Hello. Okay. Can we settle down, please? Let's settle. Let's get settled. So we get started. This is the National Public Speaking Competition, the grand finale. Hello. Yes. Oh, you can clap to that. You can clap to that. Very beautiful. And you know, this program is powered by DD Global under the auspices of the Parliament of Ghana in partnership with Ghana Education Service and the National Peace Council, supported by Girl PLC, Kivo, Indomie, Kori, Bigo, and Trillium from the, in fact, Bigo and Venna from the Trillium Company. Ladies and gentlemen, we get started. And in such a function as this, we need to invoke the presence of the Almighty. And so we are supposed to say an opening prayer to invoke the presence of the Holy Spirit. I wish that we all will be in one accord as we invite Miss Felicity Otu to say the opening prayer.
Please, may we all be upstanding. Shall we close our eyes as we receive a word of prayer? Our Lord and Master Savior, we thank you this morning. We are grateful for everything you've done in our life. We commit everything we are going to do here today into your hands. We pray you guide us, you protect us, and you send your guiding angels to come and take absolute control over everything. These and many more we ask through Jesus Christ. We pray thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. And for the host school, anytime they see a female on the podium, it is something different. Is that not it? Beautiful. So, fast forward after taking the opening prayer from Felicity Otu. We want to know if you are welcome to this great institution. And I believe the head of school will be glad to host us. But let's hear from the horse's own mouth. So, head of school, please, your welcome address.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I still feel the place is cold. Good morning, everybody. Right. The organizers of this wonderful competition, directors of various institutions that are stakeholders to the contest, the participating schools and their teachers, colleagues, students, and my own boys. Good morning once again. I, on behalf of the headmaster, want to welcome us to today's function. This program started with the arrival of schools on Thursday, and we have been very glad to host all the participants. I'm not too sure if everyone is here, but for those who have been able to stay up to this level of the contest, we say a big congratulations from the management of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, and we want to say that our facilities are still available for your use. I want to believe that you have enjoyed every bit of the Presec ambience. It is getting to the end of it. I know when a winner is declared, the declaration of the winner will take the shine out of the ambience that you are enjoying. So for now that a winner is not yet declared, I wish you a happy stay and a comfortable use of our facilities. And we trust that at the end of the day, the best school will continue to lift the trophy. Once again, on behalf of the Municipal Director of Education, the Regional Director, I want to say a very big welcome to especially those who are joining their schools today being the finals, and we wish you a happy and a joyous celebration. May the best school win, and the glory be to God. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, you can show some more love. We are actually welcomed to the Presec Boys Secondary School. It is a privilege for us to be here, and we are glad you are hosting us. I want to be very fair, so I'm giving opportunity to all schools to render their school ode or school anthem. And so we are starting per the balloting. So we have St. Mary Boys. St. Mary's Boys, are you here? Americans. Let's listen to them. Americans. Okay, so in the next 1 minute, 30 seconds, let's have your anthem.
Come here, dear one, forward looking in faithful search for knowledge, skills, and love. For ways of righteous life and reaching, O child of Saint Mary's. Come here with courage and humble to build on the gains of those who pass your way. Keeping the flame they lit a burning. O child of Saint Mary's, come and welcome our God Almighty, sharing with one and all His bounty, trusting His never failing care. O child of Saint Mary.
That was nice. Let's have Swedru Secondary School.
Sing Swedru boys with heart and soul. Sing Swedru girls from pole to pole. Stand for the best, move with the first. Dare to do whatever men think that to do. Ghana, the land of freedom. Ghana, the land of justice. Aim at the best, run with the first. Try to unite all Africa, firm and true. Semper cum, optimist, always with the best. Our solemn motto is, take a name, boys, make a name, girls. And the fame with the best, and inspire all the rest. Semper cum, optimist, our motto is, so we never ever miss. Make a name, boys, make a name, girls. And the fame with the best, and win the day with the best.
Thank you. That was Chairperson Semper cum. Okay, so can we have Keta Senior High Technical School? Zolali.
Once to every land and nation comes the moment to decide in the strife of truth with falsehood for the good or evil side. Some great God's new Messiah offering each the plume of light, and the choice goes by forever, swears that darkness and that's light.
Zolali. Beautiful. So I had light and I know where it is going to. So can we have Presec boys?
Okay. Happy are we, studious are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we trudge along to happy victory, to victory, to victory. Our motto is a solid bulwark propping us along. Illuminate, illuminate, be the beamers lumen, in thy light, we shall see light. Illuminate, be the beamers lumen. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come and join us. Happy studios are we.
I heard that we joined them to take their places in our country and church. Is that not it? Or that year? Wow. Okay, so let's have Mfantsiman girls. Mfantsiman girls. All the way from the central region.
Daminti mumayen fe nije yefa nukwaridi nye ahobrase boyen bro obrani warabo prom prom ti ho mauda obrani warabo teo teo obrani warabo prom prom ti ho mauda obrani warabo teo teo Obreya.
Oh, okay. Obranywarabo. Okay. So, can we have? That's good that I didn't, accept my request for placement. Anyway, Mpraeso Senior High School. Impasse. Pressure.
Joyful youth of our proud Madam Pass, rise and shine and sing her praises. The very cradle of your cherished knowledge. Lift high above the converted banner, over the high mountains of Swedru, and aspire for the highest good. Lift high above the converted banner, over the high mountains of Swedru, and aspire for the highest good. Sumumbunum.
Right. Aspire for the highest good, right? Sumumbunum. I hope I'm right. Okay, beautiful. I'm also learning. Okay, so fast forward now, having taken all 6 schools. Hope it is fair. As many as believe that I'm being fair, say yay. I won't go for the no. Anyway, so let's continue with our program. And I'm reminding you that we are live on Facebook. Search for NPSC Ghana. And then like, comment, share, and let your people see what is happening here. The theme for our celebration, building bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana. And we have the honors of having a chairperson. This is a person who is a senior research officer at the office of the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana. He also holds a certificate in law and has a considerable experience in civil society work. He's actually the head of Citizens Bureau, which is an office in Parliament responsible for coordinating civil society engagement as well as open Parliament initiatives. He has consulted for several local and international organizations on policy and legislative reforms in the areas of child protection, youth development, media regulations, local governance, and decentralization, and security policies. Ladies and gentlemen, my chairman, your chairman for the grand finale, is in the person of Mr. Prosper Hotu. Beautiful. And so, having introduced our chairperson, our chairman, we would want to take his response. So, say, please, let's have you. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you very much, MC. Good morning, everyone. I want to first find out from the judges who won the anthem competition before we proceed. I think they were very interesting anthems. Representatives of DD Global, National Peace Council, and the Ghana Education Service, representative of Head of School, Presec, distinguished invited guests, teachers, judges, students, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to represent the Right Honorable Speaker at today's grand finale of the National Public Speaking Competition. Mr. Speaker has asked me to convey his well wishes to all of you participating schools, and then the organizers, for the hard work that you have put into this competition. Mr. Speaker's continuous support to these programs is anchored on his belief that it is a good platform for leadership development and training of our young leaders. The theme for this year, building bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana, is not only relevant but very timely. We cannot have peaceful elections if there is no trust among the stakeholders, particularly between the Electoral Commission, political parties, and the security agencies. To build trust, it is important that all stakeholders play their respective roles according to the rules of the game. We must also ensure that there is transparency in whatever these stakeholders do, and there is communication amongst them. It is for this reason that the Right Honorable Speaker initiated a series of dialogues among stakeholders. He has had meetings with the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission. He has engaged with the Council of State, members of the Council of State, and key civil society actors. And a couple of months ago, he dedicated the Speaker's seminar lecture, which was held at UDS Tamale, towards building trust to ensure peaceful election. Ladies and gentlemen, we must also work hard to guard against misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech in the run-up to this election. As young people, you have your role to play in this regard. So those who are eligible to vote and they have registered to vote, we will encourage you to go and vote peacefully. But don't just believe anything that you hear or anything that you see on social media. You have the capacity to fact-check and verify whatever information that you see. You can just do a quick search to find out if the information is accurate. If it is not accurate, don't share it. Don't share it. It's very important. All of us have our roles to play. As you are aware, Ghana is touted as a beacon of democracy in Africa because we have been able to hold 8 successful elections since our return to democracy in constitutional democracy in 1992. So this year's election is going to be our 9th elections. And we have also had peaceful transitions. And this is a very important bedrock for development, which other countries don't have. And so we must work collectively to protect and guard this reputation that we have acquired. On this note, I, on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker, want to wish all competing schools a successful competition, and also invite each and every one of you to support me for a successful event, as I accept, on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker, to chair this program. Thank you very much.
Great. So thank you very much, sir, for this one and representing the Right Honorable Speaker. Like we told you, this program is under the auspices of the Parliament of Ghana, so it was right that we have him be the chairman for this occasion. Now, fast forward, we have a speech by the National Peace Council, and the one representing the National Peace Council is the head of Administration and Human Resource Management. She is responsible for effective planning and coordination of the human resource and administrative functions. Her roles include recruitment, training, and development, performance management, disciplinary and grievances management, and administration to support the National Peace Council in achieving its strategic objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also a person who is a bilingual human resource management professional with several years, in fact 16 years of experience in administration and human resource management, wow, both in public and private sectors in Ghana. She holds Master of Business Administration from the University of Cape Coast Human Resource Management option and a Bachelor of Arts degree in Education in English and French from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. She is also an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana. She is Mrs. Rita Benoit Jali. Please do it better for her. Please do it better for her.
Thank you, Mr. MC. I bring you greetings from the Chairman of the National Peace Council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edujemfi, and the Executive Secretary of the National Peace Council, who would have loved to be here, but engaged in an equally important event. So I read a speech in his stead. The chairman of this occasion, directors of Ghana Education Service, DD Global, and the National Peace Council, esteemed judges, head teachers, organizers, distinguished guests, media, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and a profound sense of responsibility that I stand before you as we embark on this crucial journey towards a peaceful, transparent, and credible elections in our beloved country, Ghana. Our nation stands as a beacon of democracy and stability in West Africa, a status that has been hard-earned through dedication and commitment of various stakeholders who have tirelessly worked to uphold the peace and democratic governance. The object of the National Peace Council, which is to facilitate and develop mechanisms for conflict prevention, management, and resolution, and build sustainable peace in Ghana. As Ghana's infrastructure of peace, established under the 818 Act of the Parliament of Ghana, named the National Peace Council Act, our mission has since been to facilitate the development of mechanisms for cooperation among relevant stakeholders in peace building in Ghana by promoting cooperative problem solving to conflict, and by institutionalizing the process of response to conflict to produce outcomes that lead to conflict transformation, social, political, and religious reconciliation, and transformative dialogues. The National Peace Council has therefore, since 2020, collaborated with DD Global on this journey of inter-school public speaking competition, which seeks to get students in our second cycle institutions speak to influence, with this year's theme being building bridges of trust towards a peaceful election. I must say, this year's event has been thrilling. Students have shared ideas and policy recommendations which demonstrate how keen the youth of this country are on institutions of states, how the youth of this country are on how institutions of states function. Our current regional and global context underscores the need for continued vigilance. The recent instability in our neighboring countries reminds us of the importance of conflict prevention. For this reason, I wish to highly commend the organizers of this competition for targeting the youth who are future leaders of this country on this very important theme. This competition, I believe, has equipped students with knowledge to spread the good message of peace to all well-meaning Ghanaians. As we all contribute our quota to keep the relative peace Ghana enjoys, and not to be used as instruments of conflict. Let us remember that peace is a collective responsibility. It requires active participation and cooperation of every individual, community, and institution. Let us encourage the values of tolerance, love for our neighbors, transparency, and accountability. These virtues are essential in building the trust we need to ensure a peaceful election and a brighter future for our country. Finally, I urge all political parties, institutions, citizens to use non-violent means to resolve conflicts. Disagreements are inevitable in any democracy, but we must choose to address them to determine whether we build a peaceful and prosperous nation or one that is divided by violence and mistrust. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to choose peace in the upcoming elections. I implore you to choose peace and stand for peace. For now, it is the time to safeguard the democracy and work together to build a peaceful Ghana for generations to come. On this note, I wish all contestants the very best. May the best school win. God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you, Mrs. Yali. Please, you can do it better for the rep for National Peace Council. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Amen. Oh, your amen is low. Amen, and you win. Amen. Amen. Beautiful. So we also told you that we have some sponsors, and at this point we are running very late, but we'll invite the rep for the Goyle PLC to give us their solidarity message. Goyle PLC. Please give it up to them. Goyle PLC.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and all protocol observed. So I bring you greetings from our MD and CEO, Honorable Kwame Prempe. This morning, we are happy that all schools are gathered here to compete. Our message is simple, that do not let this investment be in vain. All participating schools are winners in their own right. So take it easy and deliver your best, all right? And remember that every step of the way, Goyle has got your back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Goyle. Thank you. I hope you have got my back as well. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, thank you and thank you again. So fast forward, we move into introduction of the contestants for various schools. So with a round of applause, let's invite the main speaker and the supporting speaker for St. Mary's Boys SHS. Mariskans. Immaculate, thank you. Thank you. And then, Swedru Secondary School, Swesco, Sempekum, Optimist. Always with the best. Right. You're welcome. Now we move to the Volta region. I think I was there a month ago. They have a very beautiful library. And so, Keta Senior High Technical School, Zolali. Oh, Zolali. There is now or never. All right. I like the inspiration. Odadie. So can we have Presbyterian Boys Secondary School? Odadie. Okay, thank you. We now want to receive Mfantsiman girls. Mfantsiman girls. The boys, show some more love. Okay. And pass. So you decide not to respond, but you clap. Anyway. Sumum bunum. Sumum bunum. Beautiful. Okay, so now we go to our contestants. They will introduce themselves. And then we move straight to the judges. But before that, we would want to invite Kivo Gary. In fact, these ones... Kivo Gary, I have the information that they want to surprise us. It's one of the surprises, you know. They'll surprise us. So fast forward, let's take their names and then we wait for Kivo to take their surprises. St. Mary's Boys is represented by
My name is Kofide Akwawua, representing the most prestigious school in the heart of the West, St. Mary's Boys.
And I am Fridolin Nanakwame Obrimponke Sechi Abrampa Ado the First Junior from St. Mary's Boys Senior High School.
Okay. So, Swedru Secondary School is also represented by
Giftia Piakubi.
Joshua Labiwete Otabel.
Right. And Keta Senior High Technical School is represented by
Dennis Kafui Afanya, coming from the school located in the Sun City of the Volta region, Keta, which means on top of the sun.
Oka and Erica of Keta Senior High Technical School.
Presec Boys Secondary School is represented by
David Elom Samson Mensah, gentleman of the Oakland Presbyterian Boys Secondary School.
And I am Agbedano Waylom Kweku, a student of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School.
Mfantsiman Girls is represented by
Mercedes Rabna Isando.
I am Mami Sin Covenant, Mfantsiman Girls.
Mpraeso SHS is represented by
Master Osei Benjamin Selassie from the Pride of the East, located on the top of a mountain in Mpraeso High School.
I am Master Bright Ainin Osei Jaden, representing the school located around the highest available point in Ghana, in Kweu, in Mpraeso Senior High School.
Thank you very much. You're all welcome. Kindly feel comfortable. Before you go, can we have Kivo give us their surprises?
Hello. So I'm George, representing Procus Ghana Limited. We produce Kivo. Yes. And we have different products. We have from Gary to spices. And Gary, we have different variants. We have Gary low sugar, which is low in sugar but is high on taste. Then we have the classic, which you already know, is 4-in-1. Then we have the zero nut, The zero nut is nut free. It's also high on taste. Then we have our spices to us. So we have ginger, onion, garlic. We have curry. The curry, we've brought a new one that has 16 spices, including rosemary. Yes, it's good. You can try it. The gari, you can try it wherever you are. Thank you.
Yeah, surprises is surprising, right? Thank you, Kivo. Thank you, Kivo. Can we take... You see, I've intentionally made the supporting speakers to stand so that they can take some, surprises and all that. So, Indomie from the Multipro Company Limited. Okay, that is to tell you that Indomie is also one of our proud sponsors. Right now, I would be pleased for the supporting speakers to join the audience. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finale of the long, awaited grand finale of the National Public Speaking Competition. So I would require of you to remain very calm and know that this is not just a contest, but an empowering platform. So subject yourself to the guidance and leadership of our speakers as they take us through pragmatic approaches to getting peace, even ahead of the election, during the election and after the elections. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a judge. Okay, we have our judges. Now we would invite our judges to introduce themselves, the rules, and then we get started. Thank you.
Good morning. Is that all you could do for us? If you are interested in your school winning, then the applause must be fair. Anyway. Thank you very much. We will start the introduction from my left to the right, and then we will get the ball rolling.
My name is Rita Bniwa Yali. I work at the National Peace Council. I'm a judge today.
George Teriatata, GS, Judge. Henry Ato Okai, a judge.
Felix Opoku Sakode, a judge.
And my name is James Kofi Akwedo. I'm here because the Right Honorable Speaker's office has nominated me to represent him here as one of the judges. Now, you are all very welcome to the final of the National Public Speaking Competition 2024. You came a very long way to get here today. So congratulations to all of you for being here. The fact that you are here means that all of you are very competent enough to be crowned as Ghana's best orator, high school level. So we welcome you. Now, since you have already participated in the subsequent competitions, I'm sure you are very familiar with the rules, but we will go through for the sake of emphasis today. There are 3 rounds in the competition. Round 1, you all have your respective topics you will be speaking on. So when you mount the podium, you will have a maximum of 3 minutes to deliver your keynote speech. That would be for round 1. Round 2 is a panel discussion, and each of you will be considered as a member of the panel. and one of my colleagues will join you upstage for a discussion, for the panel discussion. Now, for round 2, he will read out a main question to you. When the question is read out, you would have 5 minutes to think about the question, formulate your thoughts, and be ready for the discussion. And when you pick up the microphone to speak, you have a maximum of 1 minute speaking time. 1 minute. There will be 3 rounds of questioning for round 2. There's the main question, there's a follow-up question, and a second follow-up question. For each of these rounds, you will speak for 1 minute only. 1 minute only. And round 3, we would give you another question, which you would go out with your team for 10 minutes, consult, discuss, brainstorm, and come back with your responses to the question. And when you mount the podium for the 3rd time, you will have a maximum of 3 minutes to speak. Right? So that will bring us to the end of the competition, and we will decide, based on the scoring, who is Ghana's best orator. Now, in terms of the criteria for scoring, we will be judging your public speaking skills. We will be assessing the policy recommendations you make as a result of the speeches you deliver. We will be assessing the content you deliver, the substance of what your response is to the question or the topic. And we will also be assessing your language skills, grammar, very, very critical, and the creativity that you put into the art of speaking. We'll be assessing all those 5 elements. Public speaking carries 25 marks per round. Policy carries 25 marks per round. Content carries 30 marks per round. Creativity carries 10 marks, and grammar carries 10 marks. So for each round, there's a total of 100 marks available to earn from. Are we okay? Now, specifically on policy. If you mount the podium and you give us a list of 20 things, and out of that list, 12 were simply suggestions. Yes, the audience would have heard you number your list to 20, but we here on the table would have heard you give only 8 policy recommendations. So if you are scored based on 8, don't complain. So recommendations must be clear. They should be actionable proposals that can be carried through. Are we clear? If it's just a mere suggestion, you earn no point for that. And for each of those recommendations or proposals, you will earn 2.5 marks. 2.5 marks. So if you give us 10, you get a full 25. If you give us 2, you get, 5 marks. So it's very fair like that. Now, when your time is about to start, this is how the bell will ring. And when you are out of time, this is how it will ring. Thank you very much. I don't know if we can get an extra microphone to the bell. No? All right. Maybe we can borrow one from the stage, because the timing is critical. So let's have one microphone there. And ladies and gentlemen of the audience, because this is a speaking competition, we crave your indulgence to be quiet or give us absolute decorum or silence in the auditorium when the speakers are speaking. We need to hear them in order to be able to score them fairly. So if you are distracting us and you're distracting them, they may end up getting scores which are not fair. So please, let's be quiet and observe some decorum here. My final point is that when the speakers mount the podium and they are speaking, and for a moment they lose their train of thought, please don't talk, don't murmur, don't clap, don't shout. Remain silent because they will regain their thoughts and they will continue speaking. Please, are we together? All right. So please, let's observe those rules. And in the absence of anything else, we declare the show open. May we call on the first speaker from St. Mary's Boys to deliver his keynote speech. Please, let's welcome him with a round of applause.
When there's conflict, what do we hear? Gunshots. After this, what do we hear? Wails of people. Isn't this sad? Indeed, who wants to be in this situation? No one. According to the Ghana Statistical Service, there are over 100 ethnic groups in Ghana, with each one of them having varying traditions, language, and societal norms. This rich cultural diversity is very advantageous. They promote empathy and mutual respect. They help in bonding and broadening people's perspective of life. 3, they strengthen national identity. 4, they improve tourism. And 5, they help appreciate one another's culture. Despite this, there can't be conflict. So how do we address cultural differences during conflict resolution? The solution to this is the following policy recommendations, which I have named the triangulation solution, which involves the governments, citizens, and civil society organizations. The recommendations are: 1, prevention, they say, is better than cure. So there should be the inculcation of peace-building skills into our basic school curriculum. 2, there should be implementation of national and local level culture-sensitive programs. 3, develop training models how to focus on Ghana's ethnic diversity. 4, we should establish partnership between our chiefs and state institutions during conflict resolution. 5, we should encourage the appointment of representatives from the various ethnic groups to represent their various ethnic groups in conflict resolution bodies. 6, we should organize regular inter-ethnic dialogue forums so that ethnic groups can share their ideas. 7, the BNI and other security agencies can collaborate and fetch out small conflicts in communities and nip them in the bud. 8, Ghanaians should have access to equal rights and justice. 9, we should strengthen the chief and opinion leaders should be the first point of call when there's conflict, not the court. 10, government should provide fundings and logistical support to the local and national peace council. 11, the government in partnership with the media can launch campaigns how to educate people on the electoral process and also make them have any enlightenment on cultural diversity. 12, people should be educated to leave punitive measures to the court and the security but not take actions by themselves. 13, dialogue and collaborative approaches should rather be employed and used, not fighting and guns. 14, the government should also include the various culture and history of ethnic groups in our basic school curriculum so that people will be enlightened on the diverse culture of Ghana. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, I and my parents are serious, but I stay in a dormitory where there are Fantas, Enzimes, Kusasis, and even Dagumbas. Despite this, we all live in harmony and peace. If this is happening in my dormitory, then I know and believe that by extension, this can happen in Ghana. Long live Ghana, long live peace. Choboy!
Thank you very much. Let's welcome the speaker from Swedru SHS to the podium.
Two days ago, the head of the Amaku family traveled from the United States of Agona to the Volta region for a friend's funeral. Unfortunately, the evening he left, a hot argument sparked in the family, which nearly escalated into World War III, until a concerned family member reached into his pocket, picked out his phone and called Openi Amwako, reported to him the issue, being far from home. Openi Amwako called together the conflicting members of the family through a conference call, and after a minute of dialogue, there was peace. Wow, technology. How short have you made long-distance communication? Now let's dive into today's topic of interest, leveraging technology to facilitate conflict resolution. My name is Gifty Apiakubi, Swedru Secondary School. Technology is the use of scientific findings and human effort to create tools to make our lives easier. A report by UNESCO in 2023 stated that 75% of global conflicts could have been resolved if technology was intervened, including our Konkomba Nanumba War in 1994. You see, in our time where the world is fast changing, technology is no longer a luxury, but a tool to resolving conflicts and promoting peace. How then can we as Ghanaians increase the use of technology to make easier conflict resolution? I propose that 1, the National Peace Council, in collaboration with other civil society organizations, should create a digital platform where dialogue can be held and conflicting parties can have a structured discussion. Again, the NCCE, in collaboration with telecommunication companies, should create an SMS-based app where messages regarding peace could be shared in our local dialects. Not forgetting our security agencies, the Ghana Police Agency, should ensure that they create an app for anonymous reporting. 4, civilians' drones should be spread in conflict-prone areas in order to help in alerting and identifying conflicts before it escalates. I would also say that in our polling stations, we should ensure that CCTV cameras are posted in these places. Not forgetting that our cyber security units in the Ghana police agencies should ensure that they moderate social media content to prevent the escalation of conflict. I propose that a technological expert in our country should create a conflict mediation game where youth can engage and learn more conflict mediation skills. Again, we should ensure that with social media platforms, we create a hashtag GH4Peace 2024 where we can report happenings on elections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's welcome the speaker from Keta Secondary School for his speech.
The chair.
Wait. Let's restart.
The chair, judges, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Would you believe if I tell you that language can serve both as a word of oppression and a force of liberation? I could recall a moment when a young girl took up a stage to recite a poetry in my native language, Efe. As she was done, she received praises because of the confidence she exuded on the stage. But as from this, she still received derogatory comments from the people, such are Ewe people, Juju people, Voodoo mentality. This completely weighing this girl's confidence down, affecting her mental health. As I stand before you here today, I feel honored to engage you all on the topic promoting inclusive language and challenging hate speech. Inclusive language is the language devoid of biases and discrimination among others. These facilitate peace and build relationships for a healthier living. That is why it is common in our Ghanaian country to see the Agans, Akans, Ewes, Hausas, and other ethnic groups living together. Is this not nice? So why should we say no to hate speech? Hate speech is the speech that incites violence and discrimination, and therefore it should never be tolerated. Following Media Foundation for West Africa's protocol, they found 582 incidents on the 2020 general elections in decent language, and also after that, they found 10% of the languages affecting tribal slurs, and therefore we should never tolerate this in our country. Addressing the issue of challenging hate speech and bringing inclusivity in our language, I think the government should integrate, first of all, inclusive language in national curricula from primary levels to tertiary levels. 2, there should be a comprehensive teacher training programs for teachers on inclusive learning language practices in their classroom. 3, the Cybersecurity Act 2020 and Act 1038 should be enforced to monitor social media users, especially children, to avoid cyberbullying. Number 4, the government should set up a regulatory body to monitor social media. Social media companies should also develop stricter punishments against perpetrators and promote digital citizenship. 6, the government should promote the use of Ghanaian languages in our education, media, to foster cultural pride. 7, there should be a nationwide campaign launch against hate speech. 8, Ghanaian performing artists should also use their platforms to propagate inclusive language among people to avoid hate speech. One is hashtag say no to hate speech. Number 9, the government should strengthen the strategy to deal with cases of hate speech and try to bring peace among others. As Mikhail Gorbachev once said, peace is not a unity in similarity, but diversity. And concerning differences, I think with these protocols and principles carefully followed, we can be able to achieve the peace we want together for a better Ghana. My name is Dennis Kafui Apenya, coming from Keta Technical School. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's welcome Presec Boys speaker to the table.
Many of you over here have heard of the parable of the sower. But then today, I'm going to tell you about the parable of economic development and peace. A farmer once went out to sow some seeds of economic development. The policies that were meant to improve the economic life and well-being of the people of the community. And some of these seeds fell on good soil. Places like Iceland, which was ranked as number 1 when it came to the 2024 Peace Index. And because of that, these seeds were able to thrive and bloom into wonderful economies. But then these very same seeds also fell on lands that were full of war and strife. Places like Afghanistan, which are ranked the poorest in the world. And because of that, even when these seeds were able to sprout, they were quickly trampled upon and withered because there was nothing to thrive them. You see, there's no need for me to interpret this parable because it's very apparent that peace and economic development go hand in hand. Peace is very important to improve economic development because it's going to ensure investor confidence. It's going to preserve money that would have otherwise been used to solve these conflicts. It's going to ensure that ongoing developmental projects can continue to exist, that the various lives and properties that we value so much will continue to be protected. But then in this very same way, economic development can also promote peace. Why? Because if you keep the people employed, they're not going to engage in social vices. If the economy is good, people are not going to engage in uprisings. If there is money, our security forces will be funded properly. As such, it is paramount that we maintain this crucial balance between economic development and peace. The question though is, how? Number 1, the Ministry of Education has to set up vocational training camps. Number 2, there should be post-conflict green zones which are set up by the Ministry of Tourism that will not only serve as commemorations for peace, but will also provide economic value. Number 3, there should be proper auditing and evaluation of government funding. Number 4, there should be a reward scheme for business that decide to engage in peaceful activities. Number 5, the Ministry of Finance should revise all of government expenditure to make sure it's being used for the right things. Number 6, there should be peace campaigns that are run throughout the country by the NCC and the National Peace Council. Number 7, there should be investment scheme for startup for at least 3 years so that they'll be able to go from the ground up. Number 8, there should be the creation of community watchdogs by the Ministry of Interior. Number 9, there should be entrepreneurial agencies set up to make sure that people know what they're supposed to do to start up their businesses. And then number 10, there should be youth coding academies for peace. At the end of the day, I leave you with this quote. Matthew chapter 5 verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. These sons of God shall know no harm. As such, it is paramount that we maintain the calm, so that during these elections there shall be no wrong, and our country, Ghana, shall continue to remain great and strong. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's welcome the speaker from Mfantsiman Girls to the podium.
What role does economic inequity play in extremism? Ladies and gentlemen, ex nihilo nihilo fit. Nothing comes out of nothing. Extremism is fueled by economic inequity. Economic inequity is the uneven distribution of resources or opportunities among individuals or societies. It is characterized by the huge gap between the rich and the poor. Extremism, on the other hand, is where people become intolerant and are ready to sacrifice the rights of others on the altar of their beliefs or ideologies. Let me share with you the story of Joe and his friends. 5 years after completing the university, Joe and his friends are still jobless. They wallow in poverty and live in this community, deprived of all the fine things of life. They are desperate for better lives, desperate to get out from this desolate place. Their desperation to also enjoy the luxuries that their mates elsewhere enjoy makes them vulnerable. Vulnerable to Honorable Konimo, who promises them heaven on earth if they terrorize his political opponents and lead violent demonstrations to help him win power. And guess what? Honorable loses the elections, and today, Joe and his friends are leaders of militant group fighting to win power for Konimo. Ladies and gentlemen, this story shows how economic inequity creates desperation, anger, and the justification for extremism. It shows how economic inequity pushes abled men into the hands of extremist groups like the Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab. Policy recommendations. The government should properly resource the Department of Social Welfare to implement safety net programs. 2, the government and corporate society should invest in affordable housing and community development. 3, cooperative ownership should be encouraged using state-owned banks. 4, a progressive tax system must be implemented where higher income earners are taxed at a higher rate compared to the poor to cushion them. 5, the Trade and Industry Ministry should provide credit and mentorship programs for small-scale business owners. 6, leadership should encourage corporate social responsibility. 7, the Agric Ministry should brand farming and make it attractive to all. 8, the Agric Ministry should embark on state farms and plantation projects. 9, thank you.
Thank you very much. And finally, let's welcome the speaker from Mpraeso SHS to the podium.
Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Peace is the greatest weapon mankind have to fight the most tragic difficulty," unquote. And I believe polarization is an example of such difficulty. The chairperson panel of judges, secretary, timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, not particularly observed, I am Osei Benjamin Selassie from the Pride of the East, Mpraeso Senior High School, delivering on the topic, and I quote, "The role of leadership in addressing polarization," unquote. Kindly give me the green light to send you back to that one social studies class where we were taught that leadership refers to the ability of an individual to manage, direct, and control the affairs of a group towards achieving a particular goal. Polarization also refers to the sharp division that exists among two contrasting parties with different ideologies. Polarization occurs in various forms. They include economic polarization, political polarization, and others. Now, is there really any importance of leadership in addressing polarization? Yes, this helps to 1, promote inclusive decision making, 2, encourage political participation, 3, promote shared values, 4, strengthen empathy and understanding, and in the long run, 5, build bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana. Let me shock you. Do you know that our leaders are some factors that fuel polarization in the country? Yes, they do this by 1, involving themselves into partisan politics, which affect the distribution of resources. They also practice nepotism, which creates the impression that certain offices held are designated to a particular tribe, causing tribal polarization. In order for us to embrace unity and cohesion, let's make sure the following factors are put into place at its maximum. Anytime you hear of NPSC, this competition shouldn't be the only thoughts to come in mind, but rather 1, N, which represents National Peace Fund, where some percent of the nation's budget would be used to support peace-building initiatives. P, which represents promoting constructive forums and debates. 3, S, which represents social and urban policies which seeks to distribute resources across the country equally. 4, S, which represents celebration of National Peace Day. The following can equally be considered. 5, there should be independency of the media where institutions such as governments and political parties do not interfere into its processes. 6, there should be a national peace march to create awareness on systemic issues such as polarization. 7, there should be open dialogue where various factors have representative and equal hearing. 8, the leaders themselves should develop emotional intelligence such as tolerance and understanding. They can also avoid hate speech which fuels polarization. 11, they should also distribute resources equally. In conclusion, I believe when all these things are done at its maximum, where monitoring and evaluation system are enforced, it will help us to see the better Ghana that we want to see. In conclusion, if this were to be the Agbaja dance, I will go left, go right, join them together, indicating peace. If this were to be the Adwa dance, I will take from the right, the left, join them together, symbolizing unity. The name still remains Asai Benjamin, Mpraeso Senior High School. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mpraeso Senior High School. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of round 1 of the competition. Let's give our speakers another round of applause. As always, we will take a few moments to put together the scores for round 1 and make the relevant announcement. We hand you over to the MC. Thank you.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Wufilia, huh? Wubefi. Goil, good energy. Ja, ya, dia.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granite. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. After I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Starboy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kivo Gary at the top. Kivo Gary. He the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. You like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I'm having my wachi or my gari or whatever I need my condiments for, it's curry shito I go for. I recommend it to all of you. It's also available in 20-gram sachet for everyone's family use. Curry shito is where it's at.
Hi. Hello. Good morning. My name is Patricia. Hello, everyone. And our speakers, well done. Wow, impressive. I hope we are all jotting down and taking notes. And we are making them proud in our schools too. Well done to all of you and congratulations for coming thus far. Okay, so we're talking about admissions checker. We've had enough speeches, so I'm not going to give you any speech. But it's for your future. How far you are going. Admission checker is basically for high school students entering into the university. So, gone are the days when after high school you wait to see your results, then your parents have to buy all the forms because of uncertainty. We don't know that University of Ghana is going to pick you for the course you want. So you buy University of Ghana, you buy UCC, you buy THEC. But this time, thanks to admissions checker, you just need to log into our portal. Then we are able to tell you that with the grade you have, your chances of getting into a particular university and the course of your choice, you have either 95% chance, 20% chance, or no chance at all. So you don't go telling your mother, I want to go to University of Ghana and do medicine, when you know that your grade can't take you to University of Ghana. So I will encourage all of us that in year 2, you start preparing yourself. So most of us have our flyers, so it gives you the details of how you can be part of us. So first, I'll take you through your registration. Registration is free. We don't charge you anything to register. So you key into our portal, you log into it, you put in your details, then you are able to check your eligibility. It's only the eligibility that we charge for, and it's as low as 5 cedis. So with 5 cedis, you are able to tell that the grade that you have, you can get a particular course in a university. So for those of us in our second year, don't wait till you finish WASI and your results are in. When your terminal results are in, key into our system. Okay, so I want to go to University of Ghana and pursue business. With business school, what's your cutoff point? Let me log in my grade. Okay, so I have a lower chance, an average chance of getting into University of Ghana Business School, but I can do probably a private university. Will my parents be able to afford a private university? If no, then let me set up. So that time, if it's 15 minutes you want to add to your studies to get better, then you can add the 15 minutes. At the end of that time, when your results are out, key in again and let's see our progress. If you see that there's a little improvement, glory be to God. We work on it that following term. By the time you are in your final year, heading to WASI, rest assured, you know that you have a particular school and the university that you want. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We also want to know the package that you have for us, and also that if you have brought some flyers, okay, so you can share it with us. Thank you very much. Now we go to our judges to take the judgment for round 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At the end of round 1, here are the scores of the respective schools. St. Mary's Boys SHS obtained a score of 80 points. 80 points. Swedru SHS obtained a score of 81 points. 81 points. Keta SHTS obtained a score of 83 points. 83 points. Presec Boys Legon obtained a score of 86 points. 86. Mfantsiman Girls SHS obtained 78.5 points. And Mpraeso SHS obtained 87 points. Thank you very much. That brings us to round 2 of the competition. Round 2. And as we've already told you, this is the panel discussion round. And my colleague Henry will join you upstage to moderate the session.
Thank you very much. Any substitution, please? Welcome to round 2 of the final contest of the National Public Speaking Competition. In this round, I'm going to give a question. You have 5 minutes, put your thoughts together, and you have 1 minute to respond at any given time. Yo. This morning, I think for round 2, we're going to talk about vigilantism. Vigilantism. How does vigilantism impact peaceful elections? How does vigilantism impact peaceful elections? Your time starts now. leaders.
Thank you very much for the question. Vigilantism refers to it's a situation whereby there is law enforcement undertaken without legal authority by a self-appointed group of people. Now, the question states that how does vigilantism impact peaceful elections? 1, it causes conflict. 2, it slows down development. 3, it leads to loss of lives and property. 4, it infringes upon the human rights of citizens. 5, it is a great threat to democracy. 6, it prevents creativity and innovation since people are not able to express themselves well. 7, it prevents peaceful elections, which is a great canker if it should happen. 8, it flaunts the loss of the country because on 23rd August 2019, the Vigilantism Act was initiated, and anybody who involves himself into such acts would be, according to the provisions of the law, will either be imprisoned not less than 10 years and not more than 15 years. And 9, the security of the people are not prioritized. 10, it reduces political participation, which is a great impediment to peaceful elections. Thank you.
Thank you. Mfantsiman.
Vigilantism, in my own words, is when a voluntary group of people in a community come together to be protectors over a particular incident. In recent times in Ghana, we've realized that vigilantism is not serving its purpose. The purpose is supposed to serve, it's not serving it, because these vigilantes turn to harm the people than do good. In these times of election, when there's a rise of a vigilante group, it is possible that they are going to intimidate people at the polling stations. They are going to infringe on the rights of people. They are not going to allow people to express themselves really as anything which seems as an opposition or that is not in line with their cause. They are going to terrorize you. I would recommend that these vigilantes leave their crime and protection in the hands of the Ghana Police Service. I would also recommend that the Ministry of Interior and National Security should make sure that there is no vigilante group that will rise in any community. Thank you.
Presec.
There exists an innate desire to get what you want, and it is this desire that fuels vigilantism. Vigilantism is the act where people use brute force and engage in violent acts to maliciously influence electoral results, things like stealing ballot boxes and intimidating polling agents. What are the effects of this? It causes conflict, it reduces trust in elections, it destroys public property, it destroys the lives of others, it disrupts the rule of law, it promotes apathetic attitudes towards election. It also creates a world whereby the intimidation of polling agents becomes rampant. At the end of the day, there exists a dire need for us to put an end to this menace. How do we do this? 1, the Electoral Commission should embark on sensitization campaigns, tag Operation Let Them Know. 2, political parties must be entreated to disband themselves from affiliated vigilantes groups. 3, well equipping our security so that they will be able to combat this menace. 4, the organization of an inter-party public forum to address the issue. And 5, strictly enforcing existing vigilantes acts. Thank you.
Keta.
Vigilantism, I would say, is when a group of people take the law into their own hands and engage in all activities which are detrimental to our country. Some of its effects on our peaceful elections include it promotes misunderstanding, destruction of properties, economic setback. Here are some policy recommendations I would recommend the government should employ in order to avoid vigilantism. 1, the government, with partnership with the National Commission on Civic Education, should educate the people on vigilantism and its harmful effects. 2, town hall meetings should be conducted in our various communities to ensure that we don't engage in vigilantism. 3, social media platforms can be employed to share the harmful and detrimental effects of vigilantism. 4, workshops should be conducted for the youth on the need for peaceful elections. 5, we should use local dialect to explain to our mothers so they understand why they must not engage in these. 7, open dialogues can be conducted so that everybody would share their views and their thoughts will be understood. Thank you.
Thank you. Swedru, 1 minute.
Vigilantism, I'll define to be a group of people who keep watch over their election results. Growing up, whenever I hear vigilantism, it means anything in association to violence. But now its impact on peaceful elections cannot be underestimated. Since in the year 2012, a vigilante group attacked a particular regional coordinator. However, when there are vigilante groups in a polling station, there is always anything like violence or conflict because they overtake the work of the security agency, they intimidate election officers, which cause problems in our polling stations. So in order to curb the work of vigilante groups in our country, we should enforce vigilante acts in the country and also ensure that there are trainings for the youth who engage in vigilantism, because they say that old men plan wars, but younger ones fight them. As individuals too, the youth who engage in vigilantism should know that the first duty of a man is to think of himself. Thank you.
Thank you. St. Mary's Boys.
Vigilantism is an act where a group of people called macho men are employed at various polling stations to ensure a secure and smooth running of the elections. That was the ideal plan. However, this act was banned because various political parties were said to have brought these people to the polling stations to disrupt and scare the electorates. This really has interrupted our elections and has tempered with our democracy by 1, increasing the rate of conflict during elections, 2, encouraging mistrust among parties, 3, unacceptance of results of elections, 4, the fear of intransparent and incredible electoral processes, and 4, shaky security of the elections. Nonetheless, here are some recommendations to curb them. 1, the government should enforce strict rules to completely eradicate them. 2, the EC should put measures in place to safeguard the elections. 3, the security agencies should take full authority over the elections, not vigilantism groups. And 4, government should provide employment for these people who have taken up their time to engage into this vigilantism act. And I believe that with this...
Thank you. All right. So your next question will be, you mentioned one of the factors that drives vigilantism, and explain to me. St. Mary's, what fuels vigilantism? Mention one of them.
One of the factors that drive vigilantism is the quest or the zeal to take power from various political parties. These parties are willing to do everything or to take every cause to gain power to take power in the upcoming elections. And with this, they are going to go to any extent to cause violence, to disrupt the elections, to disrupt the smooth running of the elections, to gain whatever thing that they want. And with this, they shake the democracy and they cause fear and put fear into the electorate. So I suggest that the quest for power should be subsided. We should get to the understanding that elections are not for every political party. Every specific political party can attain the presidency for a year group. So we should have that mindset in mind and not the quest for power. Thank you.
Thank you. Swedru, mention one and explain.
One of the factors that drive vigilantism is mistrust for the Electoral Commission. Most of the times, vigilante groups, although not recognized to be affiliated to any political party, do their work in polling stations because they feel that since Electoral Commission heads are appointed by the executive, they might be affiliated to a particular political party. So in order to curb this, I would propose that the Electoral Commission to ensure that the correlation of election results is broadcast live on televisions for all citizens to be aware even before the pronouncement of election results is made. And this would stop the drive of vigilantism in our country. Thank you.
Thank you. Keta.
So, another cause of vigilantism is ignorance or illiteracy. People tend to follow some political parties regardless, due to the fact that they belong to their tribe or religion. This causes them to act against the laws and cause some things that affect the society. So I would say that there should be active education on the general public on how they should select the leaders they want to vote for. Thank you.
Thank you. Presec.
We believe that at the end of the day, the major driver of vigilantist acts in our country is extreme polarization that exists in our political atmosphere. Polarization refers to a situation whereby there exists two different groups that are always at loggerheads and are separated by their differences. They do not want to see eye to eye and they see each other as enemies. At the end of the day, we tell you this is what propagates vigilantist acts, because they do not want to trust the other political party. They see the other political party members as enemies and they're willing to do whatever it takes to ensure that things go their way. At the end of the day, this is a major driver of vigilantist acts in our country. How do we solve this? First of all, we tell you that there must be proper education on the impact of polarization on our economy in our country. Secondly, there must be an inter-party dialogue forum to address polarization and the effects of vigilantism. Three, we tell you that we should provide vocational training to people in the rural areas so that they should not fall sway to bribes that are paid by political party members. And four, we tell you that we should inculcate anti-vigilantist values in our curriculum. Thank you.
Mfantsiman.
I would say that one of the major causes of vigilantism in Ghana today is idleness on the part of the youth and joblessness. Now, when you have nothing to do, the devil finds its way to use you. And it is very clear that if you are jobless and you don't have money, and one honorable comes to offer you 30,000 cedis to terrorize his opponents for him to win political power, you do it. And to stop this, I would urge the government to create more jobs to keep the youth busy. The youth should also know that their energy should not be channeled into doing violent things or useless things that are not going to bring any benefit to Ghana, but rather they should channel their energy and creativity into things that are going to help our nation grow. After all, we are one Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you. Mpraeso.
In my opinion, I believe that one of the major causes of vigilantism is the strong desire to access and use power. When political parties have the great zeal to access power, it influences them creating vigilante groups. Now, how do we curb such an issue? One, there should be public education. According to Nelson Mandela, the best gift to give a child, and I quote, is education. However, there should be public education. Two, the law should be enforced since the Vigilante Act law was passed on 24th August 2019. Three, there should be social media involvement. The social media should be leveraged to avoid vigilante acts. Four, we should be able to address the needs of individuals. Individuals who involve themselves in such acts are usually the unemployed. However, there should be employment by the government. Six, the individuals they themselves should employ themselves, get something to do. Seven, there should be monitoring and evaluation system to make sure that the aforementioned factors are put into place. Eight, we must inculcate peace education in our curriculum to tackle critical issues such as vigilantism. Nine, there should be... Thank you.
Thank you. Time out. And the final question for this round. We have a theme for this competition: building bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana. You have been invited as a guest speaker for this occasion, and you have to speak on the theme, building bridges of trust towards a peaceful election. You have 1 minute. And St. Mary's, you can get up and deliver an address on the theme. 1 minute.
My audience, peace and trust are interrelated. Trust is an undeniably essential element that is very important in elections. So I would crave your indulgence to all do things that will facilitate trust in our elections. Building bridges of trust is the basic foundation for a peaceful election. How can we build this? One, by engaging in youthful exuberance, such as games, fun fairs, health walks, and others, by various political parties. Doing this, we are going to build bridges of trust amongst us. Two, the EC should be transparent. And with this, we are all going to attest to the fact that the elections was not biased. Building bridges of trust is not only about the parliament, it's not only about the state, but it's about I and you. And trust is something that will really help us live and live on. Long live Ghana, long live Ghana.
Thank you.
Hello. Please, all of you should stop writing. We just deliver extempore.
Sit down, please, sit down. Mfantsiman, you have the podium. One minute.
The peace of a nation does not consist of the equality of arms in the nation, but in mutual trust alone. I stand here today as an advocate of peace towards the 2024 election. We there can say that there is no place like home. Like the late Professor Atamel said, Ameze me pasumje. Today, I urge you all, especially the youth, do not involve yourself in any violent acts for any political leader, because after all, they've sent their children outside, and you and I will be left here to suffer alone. Be peaceful, stand for peace. I stand for peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Keta. You have 1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, peace cannot be achieved without trust. So in building bridges of peaceful elections, we should ensure that any act that we perform is going to lead to trust and peace. I would say that we should be transparent in everything that we do with live broadcasts to ensure that people will trust the processes. Two, we should educate the public on the work of the Electoral Commission. If they know their work and they know that they are non-partisan, they will not judge them. Three, we should strictly enforce the laws to ensure that those who offend the laws will be duly punished. Four, open dialogue should be conducted to ensure that people's views will be taken into consideration. Five, efficiency is key in transparency and democracy. So with this, I stand here today to preach peace. So on our social media platform, you can send a message, #PeacefulElections2024. Thank you.
Thank you. Presec. Time starts.
The chair, thank you for this great opportunity to educate you guys on the theme before the House. At the end of the day, as we are going for the next election, which is in a couple of weeks, the onus lies on all of us to ensure that this election goes on successfully. At the end of the day, once this is failed to be done, we create a world whereby we tend to lose a brother or a sister, an arm, an egg, and a leg. How then do we do this? First of all, we must entreat that the Electoral Commission creates a website, an interactive website, in order to give up-to-date information on the electoral processes. Secondly, we should create a world whereby there are more sensitization programs on how to create peace and how to be more transparent and how to build trust in our education, in our elections. Thirdly, we should also embark on public forums or public debates in order to show that the various political parties are not enemies in order to prevent polarization. Fourthly, we must create a world whereby the media is free, fair, and not biased. Fifthly, we must also train people not to get news from biased sources.
Mpraeso. One minute.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Mistrust in the political landscape of Ghana has become an albatross around the neck of political players and its ordinary citizens. However, I accept the I accept the opportunity to speak on the topic before the House, and I quote, building bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana. Now, how do we do this? As I quoted in my earlier representation, Nelson Mandela once said, the best gift to give a child is education. Let's make sure that we should educate our children, our siblings, our parents, our mothers, and whoever is around us. 2, we should involve women. According to the UN Women Reports, women's participation in peace processes increases success rate by 35%. Even if it is 1%, there is still an increase. We should also make use of content creators. They have the numbers, they have the influence. So let's use content creators. 4, we must also inculcate peace in our curriculum to enable that the general public is being educated as at the time they start education. 5, there should be open dialogue to make sure that different factions...
Time out.
Thank you.
Swedru. Time starts.
Fellow Ghanaians, the theme building bridges of trust towards peaceful elections in Ghana is very timely in our crucial time. Trust is the cornerstone of building a healthy democracy and promoting peace in our country. Therefore, to ensure that there is peace in our country during this time of election, all citizenry should learn to foster some sort of trust for their electoral commission. Because a man told me that trust is like a gun. When you give it to an individual, he can use to shoot you or protect you. Let us therefore ensure that our electoral commission does their work freely and fairly as they always do. But this time, add technology in order to make the correlation of results live for all citizens to see. In doing all this, citizens, let us remember this Latin word, pars optima rerum. Peace is our greatest good. Let's continue to uphold the kind of beauty in our country. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This brings us to the end of round 2. Mr. MC.
Thank you. Okay, so DJ, can you give us some music? Pass up to my rebels.
Brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today. Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP. Ufilia. Huh? Ubefil. Goil. Good energy. Yeah. Good energy brings you quality choices with
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. You get everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granite. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. After I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Starboy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I
Every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy. I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I'm having my wachi or my gari or whatever I need my condiments for, it's curry shito I go for. I recommend it to all of you. It's also available in 20-gram sachet for everyone's family use. Curry shito is where it's at.
Sorry, it's a different poem. Let me change the poem I am here to give you. In the silence before the ballots rise, where hope and fears meet in disguise, electoral hands must steady be to guard our dreams and set them free. Before the dawn of voting day, let fairness light the chosen way. During the polls, let calm endure, as ballot falls with intent pure. No force, no fear, no lie and hate. With honesty and hope, we shape our fate. And when the last votes all are cast, let patience guide us to the last. With honesty and hope, we call you to declare the score. For peace is won when truth restores. So to the commission bold and wise, your role is clear in our nation's eyes. Guard the trust, uphold the law, and peace will reign forevermore. I stand for peace and call on you to do the same. Thank you.
So far, so good. And each and every one of us, one and all, is standing for peace. If you haven't taken a stand for peace yet, then join me. I also stand for peace. Thank you very much. And then we invite our judges to give their judgments and move straight to the round 3.
Points. Swedru SHS had 66 points. Keta SHCS had 82.5 points. 82.5. Presec Boys Legon had 81 points. 81. Mfantsiman Girls SHS had 62 points. And Mpraeso SHS had 80.5 points. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Can we please maintain the silence? We are opening to round 3 of the competition. Round 3. And before that, do we have substitution from any school? Substitution. All right. May we have silence for our speakers to take down their questions, please. The 2020 election. The 2020 election in Ghana has been described by some as one of the bloodiest, if not the bloodiest, in the democratic history of Ghana under the Fourth Republic. The 2020 elections has been described as one of the bloodiest, if not the bloodiest, in the Fourth Republic, or under the Fourth Republic. The National Election Security Task Force documented as many as 61 cases of violence. The National Election Security Task Force documented as many as 61 cases of violence and described 21 of those cases as electoral violence and described 21 of those cases as electoral violence. 8 people lost their lives, and several others sustained various degrees of injuries. 8 people lost their lives, and several others sustained various degrees of injuries. Question 1. After 36 years of democratic practice, after 32 years of democratic practice, And as we head towards a major election, is Ghana at risk of losing its enviable position as a shining example of a peaceful and stable democracy? Did you get that? Did you all get that? Excellent. Question 2. It's a sub-question. Is the signing of peace pacts by political leaders a waste of everybody's time? Is the signing of peace pacts by political party leaders a waste of everybody's time? Sub-question 3. As a young person, what do you think the National Peace Council, the judiciary, the security forces, and the media should do to prevent violence in the 2024 election? As a young person, what do you think the National Peace Council, the judiciary, the security forces or the security services, and the media should do to prevent violence in this 2024 election? Are we together? Are we together? Great. You have 10 minutes to go out and work as a team, your respective teams, and come back to give us your responses to the questions. Your time starts now.
Brings you quality choices with Gold Super XP. Available in many Gold stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Gold station today and energize your ride with Gold Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Gold Super XP. Wufilia. Huh? Wubefeel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah. Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP. Wufilia. Huh? Wubefeel. Goil. Good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good energy Energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. You like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy. I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use
For your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granite. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Star Boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I'm having my wachi or my gari or whatever I need my condiments for, it's curry shito I go for. I recommend it to all of you. It's also available in 20 gram sachet for everyone's family use. Curry shito is where it's at. When I'm having my wachi or my gari or whatever.
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granite. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Star Boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Playing for your country.
energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Ufilia, huh? Ubefi. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Star Boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other.
And abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie, it's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy. I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
When I'm having my wachi or my gari or whatever,
to the podium to deliver his response.
Elections, but it doesn't mean we should despise elections. As the saying goes, if your child defecates, question one, and also to ensure smooth running of elections. One, there should be transparency in elections. This can be done using sophisticated logistical support. Two, we should improve credibility of the Electoral Commission. Three, there should be accurate participation of all political parties. Four, there should be accessibility of the electoral data in the general public. Mr. Chairman, to address question two, although the signing of the Peace Pact is not as effective as we expected, but it's still not a waste of time, effectively. One, political engagement so that citizens would feel included and see tangible benefits of the Peace Pact. Two, there should be implementation of the laws which are signed in the Peace Pact so that people will abide with it. Three, we should interact and commit by leaders and citizens by committee to peace and cooperation to foster collaborations. Mr. Chairman, to address question 321, the National Peace Council should organize stakeholders dialogues to promote peaceful elections. 2, the media should provide a balanced media coverage for all political candidates. 3, the judiciary should interpret laws and regulations to prevent electoral violences. Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, please, we should all join me so that we hold peace together. If all what I've said is being abided and used, I know and believe that 2024 will be a clean, a safe, and a peaceful election. Thank you. Peace for all. Peace for all.
Thank you very much. Next to the podium is Swedru SHS. Please let's welcome her with a round of applause.
During the elections 2020, where lives were lost and properties destroyed, this could also occur in our current elections, especially when in Boko there's going to be elections amid conflict. Electoral violence which happened in Ayawaso West and other constituencies which claimed the lives of people and destroyed properties in our country could happen again if our country do not take measures. And so I'll give these policies to be implemented. There should be enforcement of a legal framework and again, enhance our security measures by training security personnel and deploying them in conflict-prone zones. Again, we should establish a conflict early warning system and foster political dialogue, monitor our media personnel, and support civic education. The Inter-Party Advisory Committee should be enhanced to ensure that all political leaders come to a conclusion before we go into elections. Let us coordinate peace building, and also encourage election education, peaceful education campaigns. To our next question, Peace Pact is not something that secures peaceful election. It is futile but insufficient. Therefore, it should be coupled with actions of monitoring framework to ensure that Ghana has peaceful elections. Again, I will say that judiciary, media, and others should strengthen election justice, deploy adequate security personnel. The Media Commission should regulate hate speech by political leaders. The National Peace Council should also incorporate peace clubs in our schools to ensure that we as students know the need for peace in our country. I'll call on you all and those watching us live that as Akrobeto and Azuma Nelson said, we have only one Ghana, Ghana Bakope. Therefore, let us all uphold peace in our country for these elections. Thank you very much.
Podium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ghana, once considered as the beacon of democracy and peace in Africa, has now been facing electoral violence in our recent years, threatening our stability and peace. As we stand over here, this topic seeks to tell us that we need to assess Ghana's democracy under the Fourth Republic. I take a stand that we Ghanaians are losing the enviable position. Do you? This can be speculated on Ghana's decrease from 40th to 51st on Global Peace Index 2023 as the most peaceful country in the whole of the world. This is also as a result of party indifferences and power struggles. The youth participation in vigilantism disrupting Ghana's peace. In 2020, Peace Pact was signed among the political parties and assistants. The cause of the violence in the general election is due to government's inability to implement the policies and on perpetrators now a hurdle for other political parties. Even though we are not adhering to these policies, I think this is our only savior to salvaging Ghana's peace. Why not? However, I think the National Peace Council should encourage peace campaigns and open dialogues. As for the judiciary, there should be transparency in their dealings. Taking the 2012 elections and teach them, educate them why we need to ensure peace in our country. I think implementing these policies, we are going to get peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's welcome the speaker from Presec Legon to the podium.
Do you see this over here? This is the last thing that remains of my friend John. He decided to go out to simply go and watch the counting of ballots. And then someone thought it would be wise to shoot out in public. And now look, worst part, I was not even the only one. 7 other people died. And there were many, many instances where there were electoral violence. You see, I don't even have tears to cry anymore. Because I've been crying since then. And here is the case where we are here again during another election. But then thankfully, our political leaders have seen that we have to amend our ways. And how do they want to do this? Through peace pacts. But you see, I ask myself the question, are these peace pacts worth our time? I would say yes, because it serves as a commemoration, a remembrance of the fact that peace is the most important thing to us. But then is the peace pact alone the only thing that is going to save our country? No. Because without every other single thing that we are going to do, this peace pact is just going to remain a single sheet of paper and nothing is going to happen. People are going to keep on dying like John. That's why I am here today, to advocate, to tell you as a youth what we have to do to make sure that people don't continue to die like this. Number one, the government has to create websites that will allow for transparency during these elections. Number two, our security services have to be strengthened to make sure that people who would want to shoot out in public will not be allowed to do what they want to do. Number three, the National Peace Council has to launch nationwide campaigns to make everyone aware of this fact. Number four, there should be an inter-party committee watchdog that will make sure that no one within any political party is going to want to ensue violence. Number five, there should be a fast-track judiciary process to discourage people from engaging in this act. Number six, there should be strict punishment for anyone who decides to do whatever they did to John. Number seven, the people have to be educated that instead of taking out their grievances with guns and knives, they should go to the judiciary. Number eight, there should be strict guidelines for the media to ensure that they do not spread disinformation and cause chaos. Number nine, the National Election Security Task Force should also be created to make sure that our peace can continue to reign in our country. And then number 10, there should be youth engagement programs so they will not become vigilantes like whatever happened. Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you today begging, please, during these 2024 elections, we can't let this happen again. We can't let people die because of shameless things. So as such, I beg of you, do what is right. Because if you do and someone dies again, that blood is not only on the hands of the person that killed them, but on all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's welcome Mfantsiman Girls SHS to the podium.
Is Ghana about to lose its enviable position as an example of peace? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is unfortunately a yes. if we do not sit up as a country, let's not tickle ourselves and laugh. In the previous elections, 61 cases were recorded. Today, demonstrations are going beyond the remits of the law. Today, even our parliament is in disarray. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is our today, then what will be our tomorrow? Also, is the signing of a peace pact a waste of time? Yes. Why? In the previous election, a peace pact was signed, and yet you all know what happened. I am not here as a prophet of doom. I only speak the reality. As a youth, I recommend 1. Strengthen electoral commission.
Thank you very much. And finally, let's have the speaker from Mpraeso SHS to the podium.
How would you feel when you are only in your house with your parents and your siblings? They only went out trying to be a good citizen by voting, and then you hear on the news, it would be the most heartbreaking news you ever hear. However, according to the Global Peace Index report, Ghana has been ranked as the 38th most peaceful country in the world. However, this is because some factors have been put into place. 1, stakeholders should be held responsible, and then they should be checked and make sure that all their duties are done accurately. 2, there should be open dialogue to ensure everybody and inclusivity, and involve everybody and inclusivity. 3, there should be public education with strong communication skills by the National Commission for Civic Education. 5, the media should be trained to avoid misinterpretation. As the representative of the Right Honorable Speaker said here, anytime that you hear of any news on the social media, don't just spread it. Cross-check to see if it's right. 5, political leaders should also calm the nerves of their supporters, because do well to interpret the laws concerning elections to the general public accurately. They should also they should be empowered to make sure that they audit the electoral results after elections to make sure that the results that are out are credible. Now, what role can the media also play? We should also make sure that the media is free and void of interruption and should be fair in its dealings. Again, we should help to prevent conflict. I have a role to play. You have a role to play. We all have roles to play in building bridges of trust. It would only hurt me to know that any of us here is dead because you are trying to be a good citizen. As a result, I go on my knees and I call on all stakeholders, the National Peace Council, the judiciary, the Electoral Commission, everybody, let's take up our role because Ghana is ours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to our speakers for putting together your thoughts for the third round. This brings us to the end of the third round and to the end of the contest. That is the grand finale of the competition. We'll take a few moments to put together the scores, and we will declare who is Ghana's best orator for high schools in Ghana. MC.
A round of applause for all speakers. They have gone through round 2 and round 3. And in no time, we will be announcing the 2024 Best Orator High School. That is to tell you that we have Best Orator High School for 2023. And this special person, 2023 Best Orator from the south through the middle belt to the north. She is a student of Every Girls SHS. Nana, congratulations once again. I said congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so before you read your speech to us, how has the journey been from the last time you stood here till now? How has it been?
I quite vividly remember my experience here last year. It was remarkable, to say the least. It was a wonderful experience. And to see all these wonderful orators here giving their best is one thing I really loved about this competition. And it's one thing I even hoped for this competition that it will continue to go through. And I thank God that it's still here.
Beautiful. And so that is from Nana. Please, a round of applause for her once again. Beautiful. So let's have your speech to all and sundry. Thank you.
The chairman, Director of the Ghana Education Service, representative of the National Peace Council, all stakeholders involved, dignitaries present, all protocol duly observed. It is an honor to be here once again to deliver this speech. Today I am overcome with so many mixed emotions. It is a touching emotion in my life. It is a touching moment in my life as I say goodbye to my time as the National Public Speaking Champion. It has been an awe-inspiring experience that has extraordinarily shaped my life. The journey of being the reigning best orator has been nothing short of remarkable, and it has been lovely sharing it with all of you. Public speaking has always been one of the most powerful weapons anyone can have in their arsenal of life. It is for this reason that I am filled with immense joy that such an important event is being held again. The National Public can speak the hardest of truths many others fail to utter. This very stage offered me the opportunity to voice my concerns on many issues a year ago, and I know that this year, many others have benefited the same. This year's theme, Building Bridges of Trust Towards Peaceful Elections in Ghana, is a theme of utmost importance in such a season. The general election is a nationwide operation seeking to find the public's choice of leaders they wish to rule them. Peaceful elections are a must in every country. Peaceful elections are needed in this country to promote national values such as integrity, honesty, and fairness. Peaceful elections are also needed to promote democracy and development. Peaceful elections ensure stability and peace in this country. It is imperative to ensure this stability by building certain bridges of trust where the Electoral Commission is free from external influence, where we adhere to all rules and regulations regarding the election, allowing me to speak to influence. National Public Speaking Competition, Speaking to Influence. Thank you.
Okay, so right now we will invite the chairman of the occasion to receive the trophy from the defending champion.
Thank you very much. Let's give a hand of applause to our 2023 champion once again. The trophy is here, but it's not for me. It's for one of the contesting schools that the judges will announce to us in a few minutes. I want us to congratulate all the schools once again, all the participants. Let's give them a big, 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 big round of applause. I think their performance is quite commendable. They've done really, really well, and I'm so impressed. I'm going to report to my boss that the competition this year has been very, very competitive. And I recall that last year, the Right Honorable Speaker actually hosted the finalist in his conference room in Parliament House. I will report to him and see if we can explore that opportunity again this year. I think that this competition has given all of us very, very critical skills that we need to encourage all of us to build. I observe very, very good oratory and presentation skills and all the creativity that came with it. I also observe the critical thinking skills, thinking on your feet. And I'm looking forward to seeing the contestants in Parliament with the Right Honorable Speaker. And I want to finally thank each and every one of you, particularly you sitting here and our judges and the organizers for giving us the opportunity to host this competition this year. Thank you very much. On this note, I want to invite the lead judge, who I would hand over the trophy to. So, Lawyer James Apedo, please come and receive the trophy.
Isn't it beautiful? Show some love. Wow. Judges, please, are you ready now? If we aren't ready, then we invite one of our boys. One of our boys, Mohammed Hassim. Is Mohammed Hassim around to give us a performance? Okay, so give it up to Mohammed. Give it up to Mohammed.
My name is Mohammed. I'm here to give a play on BAS. BAS is an educational game which involves critical thinking, brainstorming, and deductive thinking in order to combine certain words to come out with an unbiased word that is quite exhilarating and fascinating. In view of this, I bring before you the following BAS. The first BAS is Lab is a name of a student. Lab has always been last in his class. When Lab father bought him a computer, laptop in the class. For your second BAS, Mark Zook teacher gave them an exam, which was to be done on books. Whilst talking to a friend at the back of the class, the teacher was like, Mark Zook, I beg Facebook. The third BAS. A child was born inside a car, and unfortunately, he died outside, and he was named Carbon Die Outside. The fourth BAS. There were two sheep in a pen named Ga and Jerry. A man came to buy one of them and asked the owner who he should tie. The owner said, "Tiger." the fifth bars. Max always sick. Max always sick. But when Max gets medicine, Max well. The last bars. Okay. Candy was a student of Presec. Candy was shy and broke, but when Candy gets money, Candy dates.
When Candy got money, Candy dates. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I think one more performance, you know. But before, give it up to him. Like, he has done so well. Yes. One thing I like about his presentation is that he has actually given us the theory behind bars, you know. Yes. So right now, we will try and see if we can be some more international and then invite some persons who, in fact, one person who has dual citizenship, a Liberian and a Ghanaian. So we invite on stage Jim Seta, Convoy Fon, to give a performance.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. All mankind emanated from a black man. I know most of you will be wondering why I'm saying so. But do you know that the DNA of a chimpanzee is 89% to that of a black man's DNA? This is according to Charles Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. That is only a black man sperm that can be used to produce a white man known as albino. In our Akan language, we say, Ofrijato. Now, why the hate? Why the difference? Even when white men, who are so far from us, came from our own ancestry, our political leaders, the arms of government, these all are man-made. Why don't you work together and set aside your differences, bringing about peace in the nation? I'll conclude by saying, before all the Fairmont mentioned, there existed a black man, and that is your great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, and our great-grandfather, that brought together what is known today as the Word. So let peace reign, and peace be the bread for the day. God bless you. God bless Ghana. Long live Mother Africa. My name is Jim Setakovo Infon, Swedru Secondary School. Thank you.
Beautiful. That was powerful. Powerful. Yes. One virtue I'm taking from her presentation, apart from peace, is unity. Yesterday, I told you I was going to give you my definition for, in fact, Saturday, I told you I was going to give you my definition for peace, but I don't have time. So let's go to the judges. Judges, please, are you ready? The judges are not ready. Okay, they said they are ready. Thank you very much, judges.
Hello. Hello. Are you ready for the winner of the contest? All right. At the end of round 3 of the competition, here are the scores of the respective schools. All right, so as we already stated, all of you are champions. Champions from your respective schools, champions from your regions, and even champions from the semi-final competitions up to this stage. So whoever is crowned the winner today it doesn't mean that the rest of you are not good enough. All of you are fantastic. Okay? We'd like you to note that. And we will encourage you to continue to speak as the outgoing champion stated. Public speaking is the most important skill of leadership. Right? So it's good that you have taken this task on yourself to develop yourself in that department. Keep it up. At the end of the day, 219.5 marks. Swedru SHS had a total score of, I think what I'm doing is not going to work. It's not going to work, so let me just go straight away. At the end of the contest, the school or the team in the sixth position had a total score of 219 points. 219 points. Let's give a round of applause to Mfantsiman Girls SHS for placing sixth position. The school in the fifth position, had a total score of 219.5. 219.5 marks, and that's St. Mary's Boys SHS. The school in the fourth position had a total score of 225.5 marks. 225.5 marks, and that school is Swedru SHS. Let's give them a round of applause. The school in the third place, had a total score of 243.5 marks. 243.5 marks. Ladies and gentlemen, that school is Mpraeso SHS. So we have a contest. We have a competition between Keta Senior High Technical School and Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Legon. Ladies and gentlemen, the school in the second position, or in the second place, had a total score of 251 marks. 251 marks. And the winner for today, and for that matter, the national orator or Ghana's orator for 2024, had a total score of 255.5 marks. So there's a clear difference of 4.5 marks between the winner and the first runner-up. So Presec Legon is the national Best Orator for 2024 and the winner of the National Public Speaking Competition with 255.5 marks in total score. Congratulations to Presec. Congratulations to Keta. And congratulations to all of you for being champions today. Now that we know the winner, let me now declare the results of the third round, which brought the total to what I declared. So for the third round, St. Mary's Boys had 74.5 marks. 74.5 marks. Swedru SHS had 78.5 marks. 78.5 marks. Keta SHTS had 85.5 marks. 85.5 marks. Presec Boys Legon had 88.5 marks. 88.5 marks. Mfantsiman Girls had 79 marks. 79, and Mpraeso had 76 marks. 76 marks. So that is how they fared in the third round. Thank you all very much. You will stay on stage whilst the MC takes you through the presentation of the various prizes, for the contest. So the MC, you take over.
Odadie. Congratulations, okay? Yeah, I'm having mixed feelings, but... So you know what? Let's do this together. Let's do this. Can we have you render your anthem once again? Heat. All right, so your anthem. Here we go.
Happy are we, studious are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we trudge along to happy victory, to victory, to victory. Our motto is a solid bulwark propping us along. Illuminate, illuminate. Videbimus lumen, in thy light, we shall see light. Illuminate, videbimus lumen. For Christian training we get a sure, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come and join us. Happy, studious are we. For Christian training we get a sure, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come and join us. Happy, studious are we.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so we go straight to the presentation of prizes. Please don't leave the auditorium. And let's have some silence even as we take this equally important segment of the program. There were some entry videos, some advocacy videos that were made prior to the quarterfinals. And the judges, or the judgments for all videos that were received saw 6 schools doing so well in the advocacy video category. And the first school will be receiving 1,500 cash prize. Second school, 1,200 cash prize. Third school, 1,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. The fourth, the fifth, and sixth are all taking 500 Ghana cedis cash prize each. And so, I will humbly invite the Human Resource Director at the National Peace Council to do as the honors of presenting coming to represent them. Okay. A round of applause for the rep for Yasantua girls. This is also to remind you that we are sponsored by Girl PLC, Kivo, Gary. We are also sponsored by Indomie, Corey, Vena, Bigo. Okay, so congratulations, Yasantua, for winning the Best in Advocacy Video category. The next is Sewa Kese, Girls SHS. Sewa Kese SHS. Sewa Kese is coming, please. Please, Sewa Kese is coming. Okay, there is one more to that, a plug of Anna to that. Thank you. Please, can we receive Sewa Kese now? Second place. A cash prize of 1,200 Ghana cedis. Congratulations. You did so well. Okay. And then third, we have Sunyani SHS. Sunyani SHS. Sunyani SHS is taking 1,000 Ghana cedis for placing third in the advocacy video category. Oh, give it up to Sunyani SHS. In fact, I like their costume. Beautiful, beautiful. A round of applause for Sunyani SHS. Can we have the following 3 schools representative? Atimota School, Tamale SHS, and Breman Esikuma SHS. Please, all 3 come in turns quickly. Atimota School rep, Tamale SHS, and Breman Esikuma SHS. Okay, thank you very much. Are they coming? Okay, a round of applause for Tamale. Like we said, they are receiving 500 Ghana cedis each in their various categories. Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. Thank you for doing us the honors of presenting certificates and these prizes to winners of the advocacy video category. Please, may I know the next category? Please keep on enjoying your victory. I'm coming very soon. And then we have Mr. Tata doing the presentation for us. Mfantsiman girls contestants, please join. So we take the right. So sit. Certificates, some packages, and a cash prize of 2,000 Ghana cedis. Please, we present to the contestants. Mr. Tata. Yes. Congratulations to Mfantsiman girls. Thank you very much. Mr. Tata, please, you do the next presentation. Thank you. So the next presentation goes to the fifth school. The fifth school receiving 3,000 Ghana cedis, and it goes to St. Mary's Boys SHS Takrade. Congratulations. Please, it's now left to the package. Let's receive the package as well. Okay, so that we take picture. Please bring all the package. Come around. Good. Beautiful. Nice. Come into the picture. Beautiful. Yes. A round of applause for St. Mary's Boys SHS. Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Tata. The next is the fourth. The whole country, more than 700 senior high schools. The fourth best school in terms of public speaking goes to Swedru Secondary School. They are receiving a cash prize of 4,000 Ghana cedis, certificates, and doing us the presentation is Mr. Henry. Sir Henry, please, let's have you. Please, a round of applause for our judge. To Swedru Secondary School. Please keep clapping for us, okay? Wow, that's beautiful. So we take the third prize. Third place Sumumbonun. Sumumbonun. Beautiful. So, the whole country, the third in best public speaking, as you know, goes to the Mpraeso Senior High School. Mpraeso Senior High School contestants and coaches, you all come to the stage to receive a check, in fact, a cash prize of 6,000 Ghana cedis. Congratulations, Mpraeso Senior High School. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, to the first runner-up, you are saying A. To the first runner-up, and this goes to all the way from the Volta region, you know, Zolali. Zolali. Now or never. Beautiful. So, doing us the presentation will be Madam Phyllis. Madam Phyllis, kindly help us do the presentation to the Keta Senior High Technical School. They are receiving a cash prize of 8,000 Ghana cedis, certificates, and some package from our sponsors. Congratulations for being the first runner-up in National Public Speaking Competition for high school category. Beautiful. Right now, we'll do it this way. We will invite both the chairman for the occasion and the lead judge, okay, to do the presentation for the best school, while all Presecans give their contestants a standing ovation. And so, chairman and lead judge, can you help me do the presentation? We will take the check first, we'll do the certificate, we'll do the prizes, in fact, the package, and then we add the trophy. Can we chant the school anthem again? Can we chant the school anthem?
Happy are we, studious are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we charge along to happy victory. To victory, to victory. Our motto is a solid borrow crop in a salon. Illuminate, illuminate, we there be most lumen in thy light, we shall see light. Illuminate, we there be most lumen. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we blue. And then the long-awaited trophy. Madam Phyllis, kindly present it to the presenters for us for further presentation to the best in public speaking in high school. Okay. And it is going to the daddy. Hip, 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 hip. Congratulations, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, for winning it. Thank you very much, Chairman and lead coach. In fact, thank you. Can we now take the valedictorian speech? Thank you very much. Thank you, Presecans. Thank you. I'm having mixed feelings, okay? Yes. Partly I'm in support of this winning. Yes, because of one thing. But I'll tell you later. Can we take the valedictorian speech? Thank you.
April 2022 was the first day that I stepped foot in Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. And for 2.5 years, I have roamed these corridors. And I must say that it's an honor to bring this trophy back into this school. But then, in as much as I have won it for the school, the final victory must lie for Ghana. Because if I come and speak in vain, but then Ghana still continues to be in the state that it is, with all the poverty, with all the corruption, with all the conflicts, then this trophy is meaningless. So let's take this trophy not only as a symbol of our victory, but then one for peace in Ghana. Let's take it as a symbol for unity, so that trust shall continue to reign, not only now, but forever in our country. God make our country great and strong forever. And may Presec also continue to remain great and strong forever. Thank you.
Beautiful. Can schools now receive their contestants? You can join your schools. Congratulations, you're all champions. Please, don't go yet. We will take announcement from our organizers. Organizers, please, any announcement? Okay. They say thank you for joining us from the very beginning through to the regional quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the grand finale. Thank you all. We are very grateful that you have joined us. To our judges, we are very grateful. We know that it is tiresome. In fact, it is tiring. God bless you for your patience and the investment that you are making in the life of these young ones. Before we go, let's say the closing prayer by rendering the Lord's Prayer. And so 1, 4, 2 for the Lord's Prayer. Let's be on our feet. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you very much. I am Francis Frimpong, your MC. See you next year. For now, it is bye-bye.
Brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, will feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.